Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to another Shrewsbury Town in the Community PE lesson with me, Mr. Brown. Hope you're all staying safe at home and keeping active. So today for our PE lesson, we have got some special guests with us. We have got Cody, who is from our development centre under 9s, who'll be joining in with us. And then we've also got Dan from the Shrewsbury Town first team, who's given up his afternoon to join us as well. Hello to you two.
Afternoon.
Both doing okay?
Yeah. Good.
Okay, good. So today we're going to be looking at some of our coordination skills. So the first part we'll be looking at some dribbling. So it'll be some good practice for our players today who are both really into their football. Dan, this might count as some of your training, so you might get a bit of time off from the boss.
Exactly.
Okay, so if you're going to join in today, some of the things you'll need a ball that you're going to dribble, so it could be a football or a bit of a smaller softball. You'll need a tennis ball, or if you haven't got a tennis ball, you can scrunch up a piece of paper. Some items from around the house to use as cones, so I'll be using socks. And then you'll need something hard and flat to use as a racket. So it could be a hardback book, or I've got a lunchbox lid, or anything you can find. Okay, so moving on to look at some of the outcomes that we'll be doing today. So we'll be looking to improve our coordination and agility. We'll be looking to improve our control, and then we'll also be looking to improve our confidence as well. Okay, so if we move on to the next slide. So what is coordination? Coordination is the ability to control your body's movements, okay? So before we go into our warm-up, Dan, obviously being a professional footballer, how important is it that we warm up and get ourselves ready for training or exercise or a match?
Probably one of the key aspects, because you need to make sure your body's all loose, your muscles are right, so you don't get injured. And if you're not injured, you can keep playing on for longer, really. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so we've got a little warm-up video, so if you're watching at home, feel free to join in. All you need for this is a space, so you don't need any equipment for this first bit, just a little warm-up to get us moving and get us ready.
Isn't just about the legs. This warms up your shoulder joints. Make big circles with your arms. Go. This focuses on your leg muscles. Pull your knee up to your chest and hold it. Go. Good all over body warm up. Go. Go on, keep it up. Move side to side as quickly as you can, coming back to the centre. 5 times. Go. Go. Keep the energy up. That's it. Go on, keep it up. Heel flicks help with agility. Do it standing on the spot. On your marks, go. Keep going. This is great for fast foot movement, an essential skill for a footballer. This exercise warms up your hips that are essential for their mazy dribbles. Go. Too easy. Let's go for 5 more. Go. Go. Go on, keep it up. You're doing really well. Think you can keep up with the pace? Go. Brilliant work. You're nearly done. Just one last thing to practice. Show me your super move.
Okay, let's see those celebrations. Cody, what's
Go.
the best celebration?
Great stuff. You've got the
Okay, so if you want to grab a quick drink and get your breath back.
Woo.
So just before we go into our first activity then, some questions for us to think about. So Cody, why might coordination be really important for some of the sports we play? For being able to control our bodies?
To get quicker and get fitter and stronger.
Yeah, good. So Dan, how might you use your coordination skills in a game? Where might they come in handy for you as a striker?
Going past the defender, getting control of the ball to move it one way, to go the other way, to get past people and work with teammates.
Yeah, really good. Okay, so moving on to our first activity. Okay, and we've also got Lizzie who's joining us as well from the Girls Development Centre as well. So thumbs up, Lizzie. Okay, so our first activity is a dribbling course. So for this, you will need the ball that you're going to dribble with, and then you'll need some items that you're going to put around the room as your cones, okay? So spread them out and make a little course for you to dribble through, okay? So just while we get set up, some things to think about. As we're doing our dribbling, make sure that we have lots of small touches with the ball and we keep the ball nice and close to us. Okay, so we'll have a little practice go whenever you're ready, dribbling through. Try not to touch any of the items. Once you dribble one way, see if you can go back the other way. Okay, let's have a look how we're getting on. Good, Cody, like that you're using both feet. Okay, and pause there then, guys. So now we've had a little practice go. This time, what we're going to try and do, we're going to try and pick one foot to dribble with. So if you want a challenge, then that could be your weaker foot. If you want to make it a little bit easier, you could use your stronger foot. Okay, so we're going to work on our weaker foot for a challenge and dribble through using only that foot. Okay, when we're ready, off we go. Good, Lizzie, well done. Okay, well done, guys, and hold it there for me. So, question for you, Lizzie. If we're going to be using our dribbling skills, what's one of the parts of our foot we might use? Good, so the inside. So for this round, we're only going to use the insides of our feet. So we'll use the instep. Okay, so you can only touch the ball with that part of your foot going through. You can use both feet, but we're going to use the insides. Okay, when we're ready, off we go. Okay, well done, Cody. Let's have a look how we're getting on. Good control, Lizzie. Okay, and pause there for me. So, Cody, have you got another part of our feet that we might use to dribble?
The sole.
Okay, good. So the bottom of our foot, the sole. Okay, so for this round, we're only going to use the soles of our feet. You can use both feet, but we're only going to use the bottom of our feet to control and move the ball. Okay, off we go when we're ready. Okay, well done. Really good. And hold it there. Okay, so now thinking about coordination, we can have control with our feet and with our hands. So for this one, you might want to use an extra ball. So we're going to have one ball at our feet, and then we're going to have a ball in our hand. Now, the challenge is, can we carry on dribbling our ball whilst maybe throwing or catching or balancing an item in our hand at the same time? So our attention is going to be between the object in our hand and the object in our feet, which might be quite challenging, and it'll test our coordination. Okay? So when you're ready, off we go. If you want more of a challenge, you can throw it from hand to hand. Nice, Dan. Good technique. Well done, Cody, going from hand to hand. That's good. Well done, Lizzie. Really good. Okay, and hold it there, guys. Okay, so if we look at the slide that's coming up next, it'll be showing us ways to make the game easier or harder. Now, we've looked at some of those, but if you need to make it a little bit simpler, you might want to make the gaps between the items a little bit larger, or we make the playing area larger. You could use hands and feet to stop and control the ball, or to make it harder. Some of the ones we've done, we've looked at 1 foot, weaker foot, trying different parts of your foot, or having an item in your hand as well. Okay, so our last little dribbling challenge before half time is Dele Alli's dribbling challenge. So this is a little video, and for this, we're going to try and have a go at it with the ball at our feet. So instead of running on the spot, you might want to do toe taps on the ball. And then in the video, defenders are going to come out and you have to move out of their way with the ball. There might also be some jumps for headers and chances to shoot and score as well. Okay, so if you're playing along at home, get ready for the video. And if you want the challenge, have the ball at your feet and see if you can move and escape the defenders. So instead of running on the spot, see if we can get some toe taps going. Okay, toe taps.
And we've kicked off. Beautiful strike. In comes the challenge. Well taken. In comes the challenge. Well taken. In comes the challenge. Here's a chance to score. Back off the net. An incredible performance from this young player. In comes the challenge. Great control. This could be a goal.
Oh, shot.
control. Great control. Here's a chance to score. What a screamer! The crowd goes wild. Great control. Lovely movement. Great control. Well taken. Beautiful strike.
Chance to score the
Another
last goal.
chance. Goal! A terrific performance from the Super Movers.
Okay, well done, everyone. If you want a chance to have a quick break, grab a quick drink. So just while we have a little break, have a think about some of these questions. So how many goals out of the 3 did you score? Dan, did you score all 3?
I scored 2. Hit the post
Scored
on
2.
the second one.
Cody, how many did you score? Did you score all 3?
Yeah.
Lizzie, did you score all 3?
I scored 2.
Cool.
Nice.
Okay, so and also at home, have a think about how you used your coordination skills in that challenge. Okay, so moving on to the next slide. We're changing the sort of skills we're looking at, but we're still looking at coordination. So we've looked at some dribbling with our feet. For the next part, you'll need your ball that you're going to hit, and you'll need the item you will be using as a racket. So our first challenge, you can use the items that you put out for the first activity, and you're going to see if you can balance your ball on your racket as you travel around. So some top tips: keep the racket nice and still and flat, and keep your eyes on the ball. Okay, we'll go and have a go. Okay, so we're moving in and out of the items, and we're seeing if we can keep that ball balanced on our racket. If your ball falls off, then you can just scoop it back up and keep it on there. If you want a challenge, you might want to try and hold the racket with your weaker hand.
Wow.
Okay, well done, and hold it there. So now we've had a go at balancing our ball on our racket. Our next skill might be seeing if we can do some keepy-ups with our racket and ball. We'll have a little practice go, and then we might make it a little bit of a competition. Okay, so have a go at practicing when you're ready. If this is quite tricky at home, you could use 2 hands with your racket. Oh, well done, Lizzie. It's good, some good skills there. Okay, are we ready to have a little bit of a competition?
Yes.
So, keep count of how many keepy-ups you can do. We'll play for 30 seconds, and we'll see who's got the biggest score. Okay, are we ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. Five seconds left. And pause there. Cody, what was your score?
47.
47, good score. Lizzie, what about you? What was your score?
52.
Good score, really good. Dan, what about you? You've got the hardest bat, I think.
It wasn't as hard on this bat. I got 40
Nice, well done.
on the way as well.
Cool. Okay, well done. So, for our last bit of our practice skills, we're going to have a look and see if we can do some skills. So, it might be that we're hitting our ball and we try and turn the racket over. It might be that we let the ball hit the floor and try and get it back up. Any skills that you can think of that are creative and test your coordination, feel free to have a go at. You might want to have a go at seeing if you can do one around the legs. Okay, off we go. Let's have a look at how people are getting on. Well done, Lizzie. Well done, Cody. Oh, nice, Dan, turning it over. Okay, and pause there. So, to slightly move our game on now. So, we've had a look at the skills that we need to control a ball with our racket. And for the next part of our game, we're going to have a go at a game a bit more like tennis. So to set this game up, you can use your cones or the equipment that you had before, and you're going to put them in the center of your area to create a net. So as you can see, I've got my socks in the middle as my net. Now to play this game, you're going to let your ball bounce on one side, and then you're going to hit your ball over the net onto the other side and let it bounce once. So it should look a little bit like this. So you're hitting it with one bounce, back and forth, over your net. Okay? So we'll have a little practice at that now. So it bounces once on each side, hit it over the net, back and forth. Okay, really good. Well, Dan's got a bit of a good rhythm going there. Okay, hold it there for me. So, as a little challenge, we're going to see how long we can keep a rally going for. So, how many times can we hit it back and forth over the net in a row? Okay, if you want to challenge yourself, you might hit it on each side and change hands as it goes over. If you want to keep it the same, that's fine. Okay, so we'll have a little go. We'll see how long our rally can go. If the ball falls to the floor, just pick it up and start again and start counting again. And off we go. Oh. Oh, hit the net. Oh, again. Oh, well done, Lizzie. Good keep ups there. Okay, Dan, what score have you got so far?
I'm on 30.
Well, that's a good score. Cody, what about you?
19.
Oh, good score as well. I think I only got 14. Lizzie, what did you get?
16.
Good score. Well done. Okay, so if we move on to our next slide, we'll have a look at some of the things we can do for some extra time learning. So some of the things we can do to make it easier or harder for that game. We could make the net thinner, so it's less likely to hit it, or we could use a bigger ball or a bigger racket to have a bigger surface to hit with. We could make the net wider to make it harder, so we have to hit it further. Might use a smaller ball, so maybe a ping pong ball, or a smaller racket. So Dan's racket's pretty small, making it quite difficult. Or we could alternate each hand. Okay, so moving on to some extra time learning. So something that you could try at home, if you've got a partner, you could play this game 1v1. So you'd have your net in the middle, you'd both have something to hit the ball with, and you'd hit it back and forth, allowing one bounce. If you don't have a ball at home, you could always play it with no bounce and use a scrunched up ball of paper to play. And then first to 10 points wins. So if you want to have a go at that game at home, there are the rules and there's how to play. Okay, last slide then. So we should look at some of the outcomes from today. Hopefully you've improved your coordination and agility, you've improved your control, and then hopefully you've improved your confidence in those things as well. So that brings us to the end of our session today. Hope that you've enjoyed it at home. Thank you for watching, and make sure that you check out Shrewsbury Town's Facebook page for more live lessons coming next week. Massive thank you to Cody, Lizzie and Dan for giving up part of their day to take part. And before we go, we've got Rowan, who's been taking part in lots of our Shrewsbury Town live videos, whose birthday is this week. So if we all give a thumbs up and a shout out to Rowan, happy birthday.
Happy
Okay.
birthday.
Make sure you stay safe at home and keep active, and join us for the next video. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, Lizzie. Bye, Coach.
Bye. Bye.